Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in. I just recently found out something uh, because of a phone call that I had made yesterday to one of my financial institutions. I was thinking about moving some money to do a balance transfer. Keep in mind, I already had a balance transfer already on that particular credit card at a set rate, 2.99 to be exact. But the going rate at the moment is 6.24, which is still a decent interest rate, considering the times. So I called and find out what would happen if I took money and moved it over and added it on to the card with the 2.99 at the 6.24. I was told this: any monies that I apply or make a payment will still apply to the 2.99. The 6.24% monies will sit on the back burner and accumulate interest. So if it takes me 3 years or 2.5 years or however how long it'll take for me to pay off the money at 2.99%, that other money is going to sit on the back burner and accumulate interest, accumulate, accumulate. The amount that I wanted to transfer is not really all that much, but the fact of the matter is all that interest is going to build up. Then, when I do finally get the 2.99% amount of monies paid, all that interest, if I heard the person correctly, will show up added on to that 6.24%. So basically, what I'm on here for is to tell people don't do that. Never transfer money onto a credit card at two different rates, because the monies that you make payment on will go toward the lower percentage, and the higher percentage will just sit on the back burner and simmer and accumulate interest. So you don't want to do that. And I've had credit now for 25, 26 years. I never knew that. I never knew that. I thought it would be at one rate and then this money would be at another rate, or they would pick a happy medium and calculate it all together. But that's not the case. That's not how it works. So I definitely don't recommend doing two separate interest rates on a balance transfer when you go to move money. But on one of my videos that I put up a few months back, probably back in February, where I talk about balance transfers in its entirety. Um, a balance transfer is a good stepping stone, and it also helps you buy a little time. And if you time it right, it also buys you some time. Let's say you can't make a payment that specific month. You've been making the payments all along, but something in your budget might have come up. I definitely recommend moving it to a lower APR. Let's say your current interest rate is at 12.5%, but this interest rate over here might be 10 or 9. 3%, depending on what kind of balance you have, can be a substantial amount of interest savings. It depends. So that is one way that you can go about taking some of your money, put it over here, and that'll help you buy some time, because we don't know from one month to the next what type of matters can come up. Life is unpredictable. But even outside of that, if you're not able to pay off a balance, move the money. So you may be charged a dollar, $2, 2.50, $3 interest. That's not really all that bad, but it is something to think about. But primarily, I just came on here to talk about the two separate interest rates whenever you go to do a balance transfer. I had absolutely no idea about that. And that just taught me a little something else that I can add to my vocabulary when it comes to credit. Oh, and one other thing I want to mention, um, especially those with a Discover card. A lot of the time they'll do it if you're in good standing. When you call Discover, ask to speak to an APR specialist. They will transfer you over and you ask them. I know they've done it for me many times over. Ask them if they have a promotional purchase rate available. It could be 0%, it could be 1.9, it could be 2.99. It all depends. But ask them and see if they have a promotional interest rate available for purchases. It could be 6 months, it could be 1 year, but definitely give them a call and find out if they can offer it to you. I know I've gotten it many times. I have one currently, um, but and it is a helping hand because it's the same thing as using cash. All right, everybody. I'm glad you guys could tune in with me this afternoon. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you guys have a great remainder of your evening. And I'll see you next time. Bye.